What's up guys, and welcome to another video. So today you can see I've got my hat on because it's very sunny and I'm outside in a park because I want to break down the juicy style. So what exactly is it that makes the style of flying juicy? And Johnny FPV himself said in a video, what the F is juicy? It's all about style.
This is what I like to call a juicy park.
But he doesn't really go into detail about what the juicy style is, and it's kind of just accepted that if you fly this kind of certain way, it's juicy and you can kind of identify it with your eyes. So what is it that makes this style of flying juicy? And I think I've kind of got it down to a few components, I'll say. And if you look at the juicy flick, which was one of the first and most famous juicy tricks, you will see what makes it juicy. And in my opinion, what makes it juicy is that fast flick followed by a very slow sort of rotation or roll to correct yourself. So I would say that one thing about if you want to fly the juicy style is a good contrast of fast and slow moves. And you know, this is very evident when people fly a style, something like Sabang. They do an eject and then it's sort of cruising, and then all of a sudden they'll be like pew, pew, pew. And that's sort of the extreme juicy style. But the classic juicy style, it's a bit calmer, but it still has those sort of contrasts of quick moves and then something slow. Another thing I would say about the juicy style is that it only works if you're very smooth and locked in the whole time. So this quad, it can't be jiggling around a lot, and you can't be making micro corrections all the time, because in between these fast flicks and tricks you've got to coast and you've got to do smooth moves. And so I think they're the sort of the main two components of juicy style. And one other thing I would say is use the juicy props. I love these J37s by HQ Prop, my favorite proper choice. But anyway, let's just get into it with a bit of flying, and I'm going to try and explore a bit further about what is the juicy style and what makes a trick juicy. All right, so if you want to get juicy, the main thing to focus on, let's look at the juicy flick. Flick. Let's do another one. A bit higher this time. So you flick it, and then you slowly rotate. Now, why is a juicy flick juicy? It's because of that contrast between fast and slow. So it's that contrast that I feel gives that juicy style its juice. So you can be flying smooth and then all of a sudden throw in something fast. So, and I'm going to demonstrate with another move. Let's do a Rubik's Cube. Okay, that's a normal Rubik's Cube. There's nothing really juicy about that. What if I do a Rubik's Cube like this? Let's improve the ending. You see, that contrast between fast and slow makes all the difference. And that's really the essential kind of foundation, in my opinion, for making a juicy flight or getting your style more juicy. It's to stay as clean and as locked as possible, and then add in a combination of fast and slow moves. Okay, so I'm going to maybe demonstrate by doing the same line twice. So let's just do like a split S over here. We're going to power loop this. And then we're going to go backwards through here. Now, did you think that was juicy? Okay, so what about if I do it again in a different style? You see, juicy style, you can tell it's juicy if you end up in a tree at the end of it. But anyway, you get the point I'm trying to make. It's that contrast between fast and slow. Throwing in tricks like the eject is really juicy because you've got that fast pump followed by a nice smooth kind of cruise. Like if you add a sort of a bit of spice into your power loops like that, You see my split S, I just added another roll into it. And that's pretty much it, really. Like Johnny FPV said, again, it's all about style. But for me, it's really that contrast between fast and slow. So with that in mind, let's try to get some juicy lines.
In the dark, drawing cold blood, hide away, am I scared of nothing I'm trying to find? Cross my heart, I took a U-turn, cause the light made my skin burn. Time after time, guess I need to say sorry. Been treating me poorly. Believe that's not story. I'm not gonna stand there, say undefeated. 6 feet underground, I bury my demons. Yeah, I'll sing it. Broken and bruised, but I'm never beaten. 6 feet underground, I bury my demons. Yeah, that's it. A funeral in the dark, drawing cold blood, hide away. Am I scared of nothing I'm trying to find? Cross my heart, but took a U-turn, cause the light made my skin burn. Time after time, guess I need to say sorry. Been treating me poorly. Believe that's not story. I'm not gonna stand there, say undefeated. 6 feet underground, I bury my demons. Yeah, I'll sing it. Broken and bruised, but I'm never beaten. 6 feet underground, I bury my demons. Yeah, that's it. A funeral. In my funeral.
So there you have it. Finished my day flying at the park. This thing has been battered and beaten, and look at all that green coating. That's what a juicy quad looks like. You know somebody's flying the juicy style if their quad looks like this. Anyway, so as I was saying before, I think it really is that contrast between the fast tricks like the flips or the rolls combined with something smooth and much slower. And I think with the juicy style it's great because it almost gives you a sense that you're slowing down time, because you've got something really fast followed by something really slow. You're like bending time, and that's one of the things I really love about it. But like I said, it only works if you're incredibly smooth and locked in with your flights, because if you're sloppy and all over the place, it's no longer juicy. It's just sloppy style. Nobody likes sloppy style. Yeah, but that's it really. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Send it!
Hello anh đó. Giờ bữa nay giờ người ta về rồi.